Hello, everybody. We are at pin comment. There we go. So we are at our weekly volunteer shift at our local cat sanctuary. And a super exciting day today because we've got some experts here on hand that are going to be answering any questions. Hello, everybody joining in. So if you've got any questions about what is done at the cat sanctuary, how they do it, what their future plans are, how you can start your own cat sanctuary if you run a rescue, now is the time to ask. So we're just going to walk around and show you guys kitties. And while we're doing that, we will answer your questions and my questions as best as possible. And you can see our pinned post where donations can be made to help improve the cat sanctuary. Lots of kitties, lots of people loving the kitties, of course. So I'm going to start. Could you let us know, let's start with what your plans are as far as the veterinarian's office goes.
So we're opening a new animal veterinary hospital, and the whole purpose of that is to have a revenue generator for our cat sanctuary. So people are going to spend money anyway on their animals. They might as well spend it on our animal hospital so that all of the revenue generated from there goes back to the cats in the cat sanctuary and allows us to help build cat sanctuaries across the world. That's our goal, as many cat sanctuaries as possible.
Perfect. So essentially what can happen is other kitty rescues around the world can contact you guys and you guys can help them build sanctuaries, create sanctuaries, maybe turn their rescue into a sanctuary. What do you see happening with the other rescues around the world?
So we have a way of building a business plan, and we've got the model already to help them build a business plan. We're going to have a brochure on how to build a cat sanctuary and the entire model. And the idea is to make it financially self-sufficient through building your own animal hospital. So it does take some time, it does take some energy, but we're putting that entire structure together to help everybody build sanctuaries everywhere under the new whole idea of a regional animal protection society model.
Okay, so we got a couple of questions. This is all about reposting. I want to live there. So this is going to be worldwide, correct?
Yes,
So
that's the idea.
anybody in any city and anywhere in the world can do what you guys are doing with your help.
Right, so it's
Okay.
called social enterprise, right? Where charities build their own businesses in order to generate revenue from things people spend on anyway, rather than always relying on donations, and that makes them self-sufficient. And we want to be the first to build that model and then help everybody else do the same.
We're going to take a cookie break because she's a favorite. There she is. There she goes. She's going to go sun herself. There's some people in Istanbul that love this idea. We've got a question. What kind of cats are there? And I would say every kind of cat is here. We've got a giant Bengal named Dandelion, and we've got a whole bunch of black kitties. Cookie does like lots of cookies. Yes, Cookie likes her food. We're going to go to the front part of the sanctuary here where there's a lot of kitties sunning themselves. Special needs cats. So can you tell us a little bit about special needs cats that you have here at the sanctuary?
Well, if you can imagine what ailment a cat can have or what disability a cat could have, we have everything here and we take all of them in. Our goal is to have thousands of cats here and to be the largest cat sanctuary in the world. That's going to take some time. And like any operation, you want to build it sustainably. So we want to make sure that we've got the medical care and the finances and the materials to take care of every single cat here, because this is their forever home.
So we've got kitties with leukemia, kitties with AIDS, kitties with colds, kitties with all kinds of things, and they are welcome to live here excuse me, for the rest of their lives. They live out their lives here. They're taken care of, they're fed, they get all the needed vet treatment, and it's a great place for them to live. Hello, sweetheart. And there's the king himself. We've seen him many times. How many staff members look after the kitties? So how many people would you need at a sanctuary like this to look after the 400 to 500 cats?
So you need about 6 really good full-time staff, but we have 350 volunteers. So it's really the volunteers that make it work. And you need the staff to work with the volunteers and just make sure the regular stuff is done on a daily basis. But you want to keep costs down as much as possible because all of the resources need to go into the cats and not into people.
So I just want to reiterate this amazing idea that what we've got here is an idea that's being put into action that we definitely need donations for, and that is to build a veterinary hospital where 100% of the proceeds go right back to this shelter and these cats, meaning there's no vet owning the practice. It's not going to go to buy some guy a mansion somewhere up on the hill. It's going to come here to help these guys. And also in doing that, all of these guys here are going to get veterinary care at cost or free, essentially. So it's absolutely fantastic. It's a great idea. It means that donations aren't going to be the one and only way that this place is getting money to help the cats. It's a great way. You're going to come say hello to me. You always come say hello to me. It's going to be a great way to make sure that they can help as many cats as possible.
And what would be very helpful is our goal is to raise 5,000 individual $200 donations. And
that's nothing. Only 5,000?
5,000 individual $200 donations. That's it. That will make this the most successful cat sanctuary in the entire world.
There are cats everywhere, yes. This is heaven. We all love cats. Where is this shelter? So we are located just outside of Vancouver, BC. We are in Richmond, British Columbia. Richmond is a suburb of Vancouver. We're going to go up and see the Dryer Gang. That's another favorite. So if anybody lives in the Lower Mainland, volunteers, as was said, are an essential part of this. I'm here every Tuesday morning cleaning litter boxes, mopping the floor, changing bedding, cleaning up pee-pee, and most importantly, I get to snuggle. So here we are with the Dryer Gang. You live in Vancouver? Come on out.
So we were last year told by the West Coast Veterinary Association that we not only meet but exceed all of the standards for operating a sanctuary, which means that the health of the cats and how much space they have to play around and move around in, and just all of the medical care that we give and the cleanliness of the place is first class. We exceed all of the standards.
That's exciting. I've got a question. How do you start an establishment like this? Is it possible to get grants or something for this? There should be multiple sanctuaries in every city, in every state. Bring this one to the States, please.
We would love to, but we need help first to establish and complete what we're doing here so we can write the manual for everybody else to do it. We are determined that there should be thousands of cat sanctuaries around the world.
So if you want a cat sanctuary in your neighborhood or your city or your town, we are the people to follow. You can follow these guys on Instagram. I've got a pin post where donations can be made. So if you want to make a donation, if you want to do a $200 donation, as was said, all they need is 5,000 individual people to send $200 in order to do what they've got as a goal. Getting love from Turkey, getting lots of love. Could you come at any time or do you have to be a worker? Well, on Sundays, between the hours of 12 and 4, you can come to the sanctuary and you can visit all these guys.
But we get a lot of international visitors.
Lots of international visitors. So if anybody's visiting Vancouver, this is the place. This is an absolute must-see if you ask me. This is one of my favorite places to come. And it's so funny because if I just go like this, there's a kitty sleeping in every nook and cranny of this place. Look at all the kitties. And you're usually on the dryer, sir. What are you doing up there? How many cats live here? Do you have an actual exact number of how many cats reside here?
So right now I believe it's around 460, but it fluctuates every month. And it could reach as high as 700 during the summer, 800. And then it'll go back down again, because if a cat is adoptable, we will adopt it out, right? Because they're better in a home than they are anywhere else. But they do have a fantastic life here as well. So it fluctuates throughout time.
Okay. So another question, are they adoptable? As was just said, some of them are. Unfortunately, some kitties are sick or have litter box issues, meaning that they go outside of the box. And that means, unfortunately, they're not adoptable. So that means they're going to live here for the rest of their lives, and that's why it fluctuates.
And we have over 100 kitty comforters, and their job, all they're allowed to do is spend time with the cats and give them loving care, because the people working here are so busy cleaning and feeding all the time or doing medical care that the cats don't get enough attention from them. So we have people that do nothing but give love to the cats every single day.
That means if you live in the Vancouver area, you can come down here and you can literally have a cat cuddling position. That means your job is strictly to come here and cuddle between 400 and 500 cats. I don't know how there aren't people banging the doors down, because let me tell you, some of the cats here are some of the most beautiful, friendliest, cutest cats I've ever seen, and I've got 2 at home. Don't tell them I said that. Oh, another person that lives in Vancouver. Come on down. How do you account for all the kitties? Do any ever go missing?
None go missing.
None? Ever?
None. We are very, very good, and we've got a very good database. And the funny thing is,
1 second while the plane goes over.
they're delivering us more cats. The interesting thing is that the volunteers that are here, they know the name of every single cat. I don't know how they know that, but they know the name of all 450 cats. Everyone has its own personality.
Unreal.
And they just know it. Like we know people, they know the cats.
I know, aren't they cute? Look at them under their little umbrella. Hilarious. I could totally do that job. I love cuddling cats and would cuddle cats all day. Let me tell you, as he said earlier, people are so busy cleaning they don't have time to cuddle the cats. I always have time to cuddle the cats. And this guy always follows me and wants attention. Okay, guys, that's enough.
That's the interesting thing, is there's practically no fighting here amongst the 450 cats. Because there's so much room, because they're well fed, because they're well cared for, there's absolutely no need for them to fight, and they all get along. It's beautiful. Look at this over there.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful. This is Puffin.
Hi, Puffin. Oh, that's your favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
Hi, Puffin.
Beautiful.
You are gorgeous, buddy. Look at those feet. He's like hanging onto you.
Oh.
What a beautiful boy.
Well, I'm not sure if you can see it.
Oh, the ring.
The ring around his tail.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
I spend lots of time with him when I can.
So for those that are saying, I wish I lived there, I want to visit, you can actually get your own cat sanctuary. How could someone go about starting their own cat sanctuary with you guys? What would they do? Here's a guy. Hi. Hi, do you want to say hello? Ooh. Oh, Puffin's getting love. So what would, how would a rescue go about contacting you guys?
So it's going to take us a little bit of time, and that's why we're doing the fundraising, is so that we can write the manual on how to run a cat sanctuary. There's probably over 5,000 different points in running a proper cat sanctuary to ensure the health and safety of the animals, and it's all the way that you set up colonies, the way that you set up different structures, the way that you have to do heating and feeding in different times of the year because you have different seasons, how you have to keep the courtyards clean, and just establish everything. So to write that manual is an enormous job. It's part of the fundraising that we're doing so that we can do that, and we're going to share it worldwide in different languages.
Fabulous. So this could be worldwide. Well, we definitely answered quite a lot of questions. There's Nicole with Puffin again. Vancouver is in BC, yes. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So we are just about 3 hours north of Seattle, depending on traffic. If anyone's ever driven between the two cities, you know what I'm saying. Are there any other questions that anyone has? Is there any requests?
So please join us also at Sanctuary number 4 for cats. So Sanctuary for cats. And in the next few days, we hope to be working with Google to set up a 3D, 360-degree view of the entire cat sanctuary, so you guys can see what it really looks like online.
What is the address? I live in Vancouver and I love cats.
So just go to rapsbc, rapsbc.com, and you'll find the address for the cat sanctuary.
So for those living in Vancouver, if you want to come out here and have an afternoon like Nicole is currently having right now, we've got Puffin down here. She's got 2 cats on her, and there's 2 more behind her. If you want to come down here and do like Nicole and I do, which is snuggle kitties, you can go to the website www.rapsbc.com. That website is in the pinned post. Come on down. If you want to be a volunteer, you can definitely apply to be a volunteer. Just got to let this plane go over and then we'll continue. Fly faster. So you can apply online, just like Nicole and Stacy and I do. Stacy's not here today. So you can apply online to be a volunteer, and if you come on Tuesday mornings, you can be part of the Cats of Instagram volunteer crew. You can volunteer and clean with Nicole and I. I clean 16 litter boxes every Tuesday morning, and you could definitely join. How old do you have to be a volunteer here?
So if you're 16 and under, you need to be accompanied by adult, and if you're 16 and over, you can volunteer by yourself.
Fabulous. So if you're over 16, you don't have to have a parent's permission. If you're under 16, you do. So we definitely would love to see as many people as possible down here volunteering. I'd love to see you on Tuesday mornings helping me scoop litter boxes. Scooping less than 16 would be awesome. Any other questions? Nothing. So what I'm going to say to you now is if you do want to donate, if you do want to help us set up our Vancouver veterinary office where 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the kitties. I don't know if you can see back there, but we've got some guys unloading litter. Just out of curiosity, how much litter is delivered to us in one of these shipments?
So I think it's about 400 cans of litter, something like that, 400, 500, and we go through, I think, something like 10,000 green boxes.
These giant green.
Yeah, a year.
Okay, a year. So just an idea, these guys have been unloading since before we started this live video. And look at all the litter. They've been going at it. It takes them about an hour to unload all of these. So they use a lot of litter. There's a lot of peeing going on here, right? So if you want to donate, if you want to help out, if you want to help us get the veterinary office going, please go to the website in the pinned post, www.rapsbc.com/donate-cat-sanctuary. Another plane goes over. Everybody loves Puffin. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just want to thank everybody out there for supporting, and we look forward to sharing all of our knowledge with you. And just know that one day we are going to bring a cat sanctuary to your area.
Cool. Thank you very much for answering our questions, for answering my questions. It's definitely good to see what's going on in the community. I love seeing I love seeing people helping cats. So it always makes me happy to see kitties being rescued and kitties going having somewhere to live. And I'm just going to show you. Look at all that litter. That's not even this. And let me tell you, it's actually beer. We wish. And I'll tell you, this is not the first load that they've emptied. That entire truck was full of litter. And you know what? I think there's even more to come. So let me tell you, there's a lot that goes into running this sanctuary. So this will be available up on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube, just search Cats of Instagram, all one word, just like my Instagram name. This will be shared on all social media. You'll be able to see it up in the live video feed of Instagram for the next 24 hours. And thanks to everyone that gave Kitty love. Thanks to everybody that gave Puffin love. Puffin was definitely the star today. We thank Nicole for that. And if you want to volunteer, please apply. Please come down. Definitely Tuesday mornings. Become part of the Cats of Instagram volunteer committee. And thanks a lot for loving kitties like we do, guys.